Welcome back to Talking Technical, and let's tackle immediately a few of the other requests. Let's have a look at Novus. Charles is asking about Novus. Let's have a look at the chart. I'm using a daily chart here because most of the people that's phoning in or actually let us know about some requests, they short-term investors. Now, Charles, if I look at this chart, and the moment I'm seeing this, and I must actually zoom it out. Can you see that there's some gaps? One day it's 80 cents, next day 2 Rand 30, and then for a few days there's absolutely nothing happening. For me personally, I will just say a poker face. Unless you want to look at the weekly chart and you want to change your mind, but on a daily chart to call a technical opinion on this, I think it will be almost impossible. So I will not do that. Look at it. Look at these spikes. And this is on a weekly chart. The 1 week, it closes at 82 cents. And the next week, it closes at 230. So I will say, let's just wait so that the share can make its mind up. And then we can make a decision from there. Let's have a look at Sygnia. Where is that fund? Sygnia. There you are. Sygnia, the 4IR fund, and this is a weekly chart, and I know a lot of people like to buy this exchange traded fund, and it looks like the fund is starting to build up some momentum again. There you are. It had like a double bottom there. For me, the big thing here is the day when it broke that, or the week that it broke that, because this is a weekly chart. I believe that this exchange traded fund is preparing for a move to the upside. So if you do want to buy it as close as possible to this line if you're lucky, and that will be at 5340. And while it's above 5340, the momentum can go up. My targets to the top will be 5789, 5799, and even as high as 5950. And if you do need to make a stop loss, because sometimes people buy the Sygnia4IR fund more for the medium to the long term, then maybe make use of a stop loss of 4810. Really, this chart looks interesting. Let's have a look at the request here of gold. And who asked about that? Maybe it's Mr. Ismagashule that's looking for investment in gold, but I doubt that because he's a very, very rich man. I don't think he needs to watch at this program. Let's have a look at gold. First of all, gold is just hovering below this 1800 level. And for me, this is a weekly chart, of course. And it's just on the 40-week moving average. And it's playing around there, 1795. But let's have a look. The big resistance of this price, the gold price, is there. I'm going to give it to you now. And you will see what it's doing. It's almost in a flag formation. A flag formation is a bullish formation. If this resistance can turn into a support, and that will be above 1825. If it breaks above 1825, my next resistance will be at 1900. But what will it tell me? It will tell me that gold price on a weekly basis is telling me that it wants to go higher, because this beautiful flag formation is telling you that the momentum wants to tick higher. So keep your eye on the gold price. It looks like something is on the boil. For me personally, I wanted to see below, I want to see it above this 40-week moving average. This 40-week moving average is a proper support for a long time. Look what happened. The moment it turns into a support, it stays there for a while. It remains a support, and then when it drops nicely below that. So for me, I needed to get above this 40-week moving average before I can say that there's an opportunity for the price to actually break this flag formation to the top. So I am bullish, but only above this resistance line that I've showed to you. Let's have a look at Satrix China. And this, you remember, is also exchange traded fund. Just want to take that out. And remember, this is also a weekly chart. What I do like about it, it had a strong resistance here. There you can see. I draw that in. There you are. And what do I like about this? First of all, I just want to get 40-week moving average. I see the 20-week moving average works well. Because it's a nice resistance and it looks like it wants to turn into support. So let's stick to a 20-week moving average. But what do I like about this chart? Apart from it, it went down all the way and had some good selling. Look at this. The moment you see this, I see a beautiful falling wedge. Now, a falling wedge is a positive formation. Then the share needs to break, or the exchange traded fund needs to break above the resistance line. And look at this resistance line. It broke it. It turned it into a support. But can you see that little candle there? It almost touched that support line. And from there, it found some momentum to go higher. And that is bullish. That technical goodbye kiss, for me personally, is positive. And I like it. So for me personally, I say it is a falling wedge. It broke to the top. The target is about 49, 44, close to 50. It's not far from that. But if it can consolidate above the 20-week moving average, we can easily see that there's maybe some nice momentum building up in this exchange traded fund. Remember, it's just a while back in March. It was as high as 66. And now it's at 47. Let's just put in a... I just want to do that. I just want to put in the 40-week moving average. I just want to check something. Maybe we missed something here. Here's the 40-week moving average. There's still a bit of work to be done here before it breaks above that 40-week moving average, 51.49. So I like it. You can still buy it. I think let's maybe make use of a stop loss of 44.02 to protect your capital. Let's have a look at the Rand chart. This is quite an interesting chart. I just want to get it here. We can use that one. Let's throw it in here. Remember, this is also a weekly chart. I want to throw it in there. There you are. What do I see here? I see an ugly, there you are, inverse head and shoulder. Now, I heard about the petrol price, and if I look at this chart, it makes me nervous, because what it tells me is there's the left shoulder, there's the ugly head, and the right shoulder, and we're on the brink of turning this resistance line into a support. Now, if that happens, where can the Rand go? First conservative target is that tiny one. I just want to draw it in. I'll explain to you now. There's the other one. You'll see I give two targets here. There you are. It's from the right shoulder, the neckline projected up. That can take it to 16 Rand 17. And the other one from the head to the neckline projected up can take it to 17 Rand. So that tells me that if we do see a consolidation above this neckline, you must maybe think of moving some more money into US dollar. And that's usually the problem. When the Rand is so strong, everybody believes that the Rand can just go stronger and stronger. And that's a vital mistake, because it can easily surprise you and weaken. I think this neckline will be a crucial point. If it breaks above that, you can bet your dollar that the Rand can easily weaken from here. Let's have a look at the Kruger Rand. Somebody asked me about the Kruger Rand. The guy wants to buy them, and I just want to see if I've got it here. There you are. I just want to close that for more. There you are. There's the 40-week moving average, and we're on the brink of breaking to the upside. Who asked about it? Kelvin. Kelvin asked about the Kruger Rand. Kelvin, look what we see here. We saw a sell-off from above 36,000 Rand for a coin, all the way down to about 26,000, and now it's just showing us that it wants to break above 28,000. For me, if it breaks above 28,000, it will tell me that this 40-week moving average has turned into a support again. That is positive. Above 28,000 Rand, it can easily move higher. My first proper target will be 30,000 Rand. But if you need a stop loss, but I know most people, if they buy a Kruger Rand, they just keep it. They safeguard it somewhere, sometimes at your broking firm. They can keep it for you, and you can pick it up sometime, or sometimes people just keep it in a safe or whatever, where they want to put it. But I like it. But if you do need a stop loss at 25,930, you know that the momentum will go to the downside. If I look at the Rand, I see that the Rand want to weaken, and if I look at the gold price, and it looks like that the gold price is working on a flag formation that easily can bounce higher, I wonder if the Kruger Rand is not telling us that it's preparing itself to go higher. And remember, a Kruger Rand does not pay you any dividends. But what it is, it's a good hedge against inflation. And on the other hand, it loves a weaker Rand. And sometimes you get a windfall of a strong gold price, and suddenly the price looks beautiful and you can go up. And by the way, the Kruger Rand is a well-known trade marker right across the world. You can sell it any place in the world. Well, visit our website, www.fransklerk.com, and we will chat again.